Hey guys, happy to be here today. The topics that I'm going to be covering today are making a slideshow presentation for the upcoming Berkeley talk. I may have mentioned in Discord that I'm going to be on a panel of experts, blockchain experts, for a UC Berkeley lecture that a professor is giving. There's probably going to be like 50 or so people there. I might do some Q&A. We get a chance to present Flower Patch and what we're trying to do with it. I'm pretty excited about it. This is going to be the first kind of major opportunity of this style that I've had to be like an expert speaker at a blockchain event, even if it's online because, the coronavirus. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. Aside from that, the other major topic that I want to cover today is this idea of tech debt. So basically in any software startup or big company, there's always kind of this internal battle between, on the one hand, you want to deliver a whole bunch of features and ship as fast as possible, make headlines, make the community happy, excited. But on the other hand, you have to kind of do the not so sexy work of figuring out bugs that have been created in the past, going back, fixing them, correcting the code. So for example, in Flower Patch, we have some issues with some of our servers occasionally just getting stuck, and I need to go and periodically reset them. This is probably has to do with how sometimes like third-party services, connections between servers might get disconnected, and we don't handle the reconnection or timeouts as gracefully as we can, so that's something I need to go back and fix. Another example might be helping to fix the web wallet support. We have a kind of a narrow range of Web3 wallets that we currently support because they kind of have different sets of features and different abilities. So we will need to take it upon ourselves to shore up the things that they don't do, kind of take care of the features that they decided not to implement or decided that it wasn't their business anymore to take care of. For example, providing a lot of information from the blockchain. Historically, that was done through web wallets like MetaMask. Now they're kind of pushing people, developers, to make their own solutions for getting that Web3 data. So yeah, basically, tech debt's really important because ultimately it affects the stability, the perceived stability of your application. Users are subtly judging apps by like how many bugs they hit or how smooth the experience is. And even if our community is pretty tolerant, eventually this is going to come back and bite us, which is that people just don't trust the quality of the product anymore. And then, tech debt has some other pretty negative effects in the sense of slowing down development speed, making developers have to pay attention to, oh no, there's a bug that exists, like where is it in the code, how do I find it? In management theory, people kind of think that making a bug at the design phase, that's worth like 1 point. Making one bug at the implementation phase, that's worth like 10 points. Making or finding a bug once it's out in production, it's like 100 points, because each of these things kind of represents a much deeper level of complexity to find, solve, and fix, and the amount of like headache and developer hours that's needed to take care of it. So the sooner you can take care of your tech debt or not create it in the first place by writing comprehensive tests, that's really the best option. But ultimately, it always happens that bugs make their way to production, and as developers, it's our job to go back and fix those as soon as possible to prevent the buildup, prevent the negativity, prevent the lack of motivation around having a whole bunch of bugs and getting things back on track. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. Not the most exciting, but very, very important. Yeah, so I'll catch you after I finish putting away my laundry here. Hey guys, I'm back. I got Ash here with me working. So yeah, I finished the slides for the Berkeley presentation, and I wanted to briefly just go over like what is the deal with this Berkeley Xcelerator, why did we choose to get into it, and what we're hoping to get out of it. So in short, accelerators are really, really great because they give you this sort of official stamp of approval from a bigger organization. And in this case, we were really lucky to get picked by University of Berkeley, UC Berkeley Blockchain Xcelerator, which is well funded by a variety of crypto organizations, including Ripple and some others. The really cool thing about the Berkeley Xcelerator is that they don't take any share of our ownership. They don't take a cut of the company. They don't give us any money, but they hook us up with a lot of great resources in terms of venture capitalists, professors at Berkeley, students at Berkeley. They give us opportunities to give talks and stand on stage in front of conferences. So I think yeah, we're real lucky. Again, there was about 140 teams that applied for this cohort, and we were one of 17 teams selected. And amongst them, we're one of only like 4 or 5 teams that actually have a working, completed-ish, product. So as a result of that, I was chosen to talk at a lecture at the University of Berkeley to about a group of 40 students, entrepreneurs who are interested in blockchain, as well as whoever else is going to come onto the Zoom. It's kind of a public call. So yeah, let me show you the presentation that I made real quick here. And this is kind of, I had a very set format for it. The first slide just introduces us. The second slide explains how we're using revolutionary technology, in this case, blockchain technology. And then the third slide explains how this is a net benefit to society, why this is actually worth doing this way, why it's revolutionary, why it's game-changing, why it's going to be helpful and, honest. And then finally, just wrap it up, kind of invite people to come check out the project. And so, yeah, I'll be on the panel there answering questions, see what comes up. Should be kind of fun. Hopefully we'll get a video for you guys and put that up online as well. So here's the presentation. Flower Patch, collectible cannabis cards, and farming MMO. I imagine that, in front of a bunch of Berkeley students, this is going to land pretty well as, an opening slide. So here, just kind of explaining, it's really important that collectibles are really owned by people again. We're able to breed unique collectibles based on parent collectibles. This has really only been done like once before with CryptoKitties and never before that in the history of collectibles. You can earn money when people breed with your flowers in a peer-to-peer fashion, so people pay each other directly. We're aiming to gamify the dispensary experience, both in terms of people being able to go to a dispensary, get a random free physical flower card, like as a piece of paper. They can scan the QR code, take it and play it in the game once they get home. No cost to them, just pure kind of marketing outreach. And then also in the future, we hope to use those dispensary partnerships to go the other way, which is to say, a player playing our game gets a coupon for 25% off or a free joint when they come to the dispensary. Dispensaries handle an incredible volume of traffic. We had an estimate recently from a local big-ish dispensary that they handle about 800 unique people a day, and they average on over $100 per transaction for that. So this is a great place for us to directly market to our target audience by giving them free flower cards as physical, collectible, nice cards, like playing card style. Another big part of Flower Patch is integrating with other third-party Ethereum projects, other games, putting their collectibles in our game, dropping them with our dropper, and whatever other future integrations we could have. Like you can imagine you have a CryptoKitty or something which actually wards off pests in your farm. And in general, what we're trying to do is build the first cannabis game that really treats it with quality, respect, spirituality, and honestly, addiction to awareness of addiction. There's some negative sides to cannabis as well, and we want to really be the people who are promoting it in an honest and fair way, while also saying what the maybe darker sides of it would be, things that you need to watch out for. So why crypto collectibles? In the past, everything was fair when it came to ownership. People would have Magic Gathering cards, Beanie Babies, Pokemon cards, and they would be able to take those physical cards and then go to eBay or their friends and sell them for money. And it was completely understood and accepted that when I own that Beanie Baby, it's literally my property. It's a physical object. But over time, we've kind of been eroding away a lot of that ownership. So people like owning digital items inside of games, if they decided to quit the game or their account is terminated by the parent company, they just simply lose everything that they have, including things that they pay literal money for in order to get, in terms of microtransactions and whatever else. So Ethereum NFTs allow you to, again, recapture the ownership of those items. And you can then take them to OpenSea and freely trade them. us as Flower Patch, we cannot stop people from doing that. It's purely up to them what they want to do with those items. They can give them to their friends, they can throw them in the trash, all fair game. And this is, again, possible because of the distributed, open nature of the Ethereum blockchain. And then additionally, digital collectibles can do things that were never really possible with collectibles before. Like, for example, we've seen projects that are able to give kind of, well, dividends, not exactly, but, you know, they have collectibles that produce other crypto things or collectibles, which then may or may not have value. Crypto collectibles can change over time. So, for example, we see projects like Ethermon where the Ethermons are able to level up, and then the value of that particular card increases over time. You could have smart contracts where collectibles are destroyed for the purpose of creating something else, creating tokens for a game or something like that. And then you could also rent out your crypto collectible NFTs, have another person use them for something, get it back later, or they can breed with it, this kind of idea. Pretty much anything that you can imagine is possible now with smart contracts, and you get all the best parts of the physical ownership while also having a lot of all the flexibility of digital ownership and manipulation. So yeah, you know, please come try Flower Patch Alpha. It's already out in production right now. Just go to flowerpatch.app/game. We welcome any open source contributors. We're open sourcing more and more of our code base since that aligns with our core values of transparency. And we'd love to hear from you for any reason. Yeah, please reach out to me on email if you like a free flower card to experiment with. And we'd be, really, really glad to have you there. Yeah. All right, so that was like the dry run of my presentation. I might do a couple more runs after that, but that's pretty much what I'm going to say at the Berkeley talk. Aside from that, haven't had a lot of time to get into fixing bugs today, but I will handle a lot of that over the weekend. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Peace be with you.